Survivor Series.
You can feel the disdain.
Oh my God! The dead man! What?
कैन मैक्स वर्स्टैपन विन द 2025 चैंपियनशिप? ये आज का सबसे बड़ा सवाल है एंड मुझे अभी रियलाइज हो रहा है कि मैक्सिकन जीपी is this weekend. I'm starting to realize that this video might be moot by then, but anyways, I am just going to blab about things because why not? So Max has already won 5 out of the 19 GPs. It's not a huge number, to be honest. That's like what, 25% of the races almost. And but the important part is he's only 40 points behind Oscar, the championship leader. He just won the USGP. He almost had a grand slam. He almost won everything apart from the fastest lap. He got all the points that were on the table in the USGP, so he has brought that fight to McLaren boys, especially when Oscar, the championship leader, is starting to bottle his lead. Max has a new outlook on this season, right? In the beginning, Max wasn't really concerned because at the end of 2024, Max had really understood that McLaren were going to dominate, and he had checked out the on in this season. He wasn't that motivated to win this one. We see two personalities in Max. One where he really wants to win everything, and when he brings that fight, he's feisty, he's aggressive, he's angry. But when he's checked out of the championship, as he was by the halfway point in the season, पर ये अचानक से हुआ कैसे? Why all of this discussion all of a sudden? Why Max started to win everything, and why is he so consistent? Because Max was winning GPs in the beginning of the year as well, but he wasn't that consistent. Why is Red Bull suddenly the fastest car on the grid? Well, let's go back a little. Christian Horner departs from Red Bull. The power struggle between Verstappen camp and Horner had set the team into turmoil. There were also rumors that Max might go to Mercedes, although that never happened because Christian Horner left the team. Horner gets replaced by Laurent Mekies, a person with an engineering background unlike Horner. I think this gave the mechanics and the whole team a direction to focus on. Not just that, but the entire tone and the environment of the garage is more positive now. There is no solid proof that all of this is just because of change in leadership, but yes, the team sort of was in limelight all the time because of frequent driver changes. लियम को यहाँ से वहाँ कर दिया, यूकी को यहाँ से वहाँ कर दिया, and so on, things like that, just after two races. But not just that, the controversies that surrounded Christian Horner, and it was a done deal that Horner will go sometime. They just didn't want it to do it all of a sudden, and the team is no longer just trusting the simulation results. That's another news that we heard, but they're actually bringing upgrades. The point I want to make is the team has turned up. Red Bull has turned up. They are back with a new floor, new front wing, and the car is there. Max can do incredible things in a mediocre car. We all know that. That's what makes him a great driver, right? And I feel that's exactly what's happening now. It's the end of the year, it's the end of the current regulations. Everybody is focusing on next year's championship. Even McLaren, they have already won the constructors for this year, so they have moved on. But they weren't expecting Max to catch up like this, right? They shouldn't have written off Max. I don't believe they have written off Max because obviously nobody writes him off. He's Max after all. But somewhere at the back of their minds, they were probably thinking कि 110 point का gap है by the summer break. But now it's just 40 points, 5 more races to go. Max, you know what he can do. In the 2022 and 23 season, he won almost everything. There are 5 more races, 2 more sprints to go. But here's what I think. No one has really won a championship by doing this kind of reverse sweep, right? Making up more than 100 points. The most deficit that somebody ever came back from to win the championship is 46 points. It was Max in 2022. Well, out of 19 races, Max has won 5. He has more poles than anyone in a car that isn't the best. If Max can still get more poles than anyone, that shows if he gets a chance, he will pounce on it. And we all know how fearless Max is when he wants to win everything. Yes, mathematically it's possible for Max to win, but practically थोड़ा difficult लग रहा है because either Oscar or Lando will turn up. The real question should be whether it will be Oscar or Lando. but Max, as a wild card, as the dark horse, is going to make it very difficult for both of them, especially when the McLaren team isn't doing their drivers any favors with their revealed rules and team instructions. The McLaren boys have to step up. Obviously, Oscar will find his composure. He's the Iceman after all, but they need to seriously think about it because Max can put up a fight. The problem is 40 points down. There are 5 more races, 2 plus 2 sprints. Mathematically, it's possible, like I said earlier, but practically, not really. What Max can do is he can still spoil McLaren's party. Everyone wants to win everything, right? So, does McLaren want that one to finish? Of course, they do. They have already got the constructors' titles. Now they want a perfect year because no one knows how next year is going to be. But here is the thing, 1-2 might not be possible, is what I believe. Let's just quickly go through the points, right? Max is 26 points behind Lando. If Lando wins the championship, that means he is going to put up a great fight. Then McLaren could have a 1-2 because Oscar is not going to let it go. But right now, it looks like Oscar will win it. He will show up, and Lando will go all in as well. 26 points, easier said than done, but 5 races plus 2 sprints, anything can happen. I believe there will be a couple of DNFs in these 5 final races. I think the McLaren boys will DNF twice, just one of them each. So Lando will DNF once, Oscar will once. Not because of mechanical issues, but from pushing too hard, trying too much, and making mistakes. I could give Max a real chance at P2 at this point. By the summer break, we all thought McLaren were running away with both the titles, but that's not the case. Yes, the driver's title will probably go to Oscar. I believe it will. Lando is showing up, but we know how easily he gets flustered. A little pressure, and he's back to bottling it. Max will make sure to keep the pressure on, and he will show up when it's needed. So here's my prediction as we wrap up this video. Oscar P1 wins the championship, Max P2, Lando P3. Yes, that's a real possibility. I want all of you to remember when Russell was trying to catch Max for P3 in the Drivers' Championship, but now there are 54 points between them, and that's not going to happen. Max is going to be P2, he will finish P2, and he will come next year and win everything. But that's a conversation for another time. And I think Verstappen fans, including me, we have to cope up with the fact that Max isn't winning this one, but he has a good chance at P2, so you better believe it.